Today was the first capstone event for the Building Momentum course. So over the last 3 days, the Marines have learned how to use the printers. They've learned how to use Fusion 360, and then they've also learned a program called Adreno, a micro computer. The capstone event for today is just to combine all those 3 trainings that they've learned over the last handful of days and make battle bots, to use those battle bots and actually put the theory to test to see what they've retained from the training. This training is something that's new to the Marine Corps. Reason being is just it helps the Marines take a whole different approach and help them to think outside of the box. This way they're able to go back to their workspaces and look for ways of improvement, but also be able to act on those ways of improvement. You know, it's very unlike the training that we receive at like your MOS school. So just to kind of broaden the horizon, identify shortfalls or problems within their workspaces and have the ability to go back and improve those workspaces. Like I said, the course curriculum, it kind of breaks down into a couple different sections. Like I was saying earlier, you learn how to use a CAD/CAM program. You learn how to construct a 3D printer from scratch and then actually make a program to actually print. The hours of this course is a little long, but it's to kind of induce the stress, or simulate like stress within the workplace. And see how you operate under stress. So I think that probably be the best way to sum it up. Learn new boundaries, learn what you can do once you're stressed out and at what capacity you can operate. So the way that it be applied to the Marine Corps in general would just be any and everything that you could think of as far as these battle bots that the Marines are making. That skill set that they learn, they can use it to make parts that maybe they can't get in their work section, you know? So maybe something that has like a long wait time through the supply chain. Even for your forward observers, one portion of the course is going to be drone building, whereas maybe it's something later on in the future that can be implemented into the Marine Corps as far as like your forward observers or your scouts being able to not only use drones on the battlefield, but construct them from scratch. So it's just things that kind of go along those lines of efforts. This is the second course that we've had here in Okinawa. The first course we had about 20 students that went through that course. This course we're at 16. So it's new in concept, but also new to the island. It comes down to the work section, right? So it's no rank restriction on here. And that's the main reason that we're in civies, because you try to separate the rank and actually make sure that the Marines are learning. And you don't have the senior ranks taking charge of whatever it is that the capstone or the project may be. And the emails go out to the work sections, and the section heads actually nominate Marines that they think would be a good fit for the course. So we send out an email. The email just has a brief overview of what the course is, and we just ask for applicants from there. The interaction is great because normally, you know, if you have a junior Marine and then a more senior Marine, the lines of communication are limited, whereas in here, the atmosphere is very, very relaxed. So the communication is just a lot better. It's a lot better than what you would see in your normal day-to-day Marine Corps, I guess, lifestyle, you could say. The most exciting point, or most exciting part of this, right, is all this translates over into battlefields, right? The way that it'll translate over into battlefield is saving lives, and I think that's the most exciting part. And just to see how creative Marines are, and just see what they think of, you know, it's an open door. So every time we instruct one of these courses or give a project, you don't know what you're going to get at the end, because each Marine gets to interpret it and actually put it together themselves. So I think that's the most exciting portion of it is, like I said, it translates over to the battlefield by most definitely endpoint saving lives, but just seeing what the Marines can think of and what they actually come up with. Most definitely. I think it most definitely brings a whole different light to the Marine Corps, just in different aspects, right? The newer generation that comes into the Marine Corps, they're way more tech savvy. So they actually, all the posters and the commercials show Marines humping and hiking, and like you said, rifle slung across your body. This is a kind of aspect that hasn't been marketed yet that they get to see. So it just shows like the more intellectual side of the Marine Corps. So I think it is most definitely changing the face of the Marine Corps.